Now we have been given this expression, which is log of 3 of x minus 4 log of x to 3 plus 3 is equal to 0. And they're asking us to find x and y in this log expression. First, if you look very keenly based on this expression, what you see is the fact that the log of 3 and x is the same like log, but it has been inverse here. Instead of 3 of x, it is now x3. So these have been inverted here. And when we have inverted log like this, we must make sure that we take one side of it and make sure that it must resemble the other side, especially the middle term. So to have log, or to make these to be like log of 3 of x, just like this one, then we must use one of this log to make it to be in an inverse form. So it is going to be 4 times 1 log 3x, so that it should resemble this. That is the law, to make sure that they are similar. So to rewrite this expression, we are going to say log 3x minus this 4 that you can see, you put the 4 here, times 1 over, so we have to invert it, log. Now instead of 3 and x, we are going to, instead of x here and 3 here, we invert. 3 comes down and x go up. So 3 and x, then plus 3 will be equal to 0. That is the rule. Now this one has resembled this one. What we have to do is to make it in the simple expression. We have to make sure that this, since it is standing alone, the 3 is standing alone, it will be multiplied with this log that is down. And since this one also is standing alone, this one will also be multiplied to it. As you can see here, it will go also to this way. So this is going two way. So to rewrite this, we are going to say log of x3, and since this one is also multiplied to it, will be log of x3 all square, because this times this is the same square. So we are going to rewrite this as log of 3x. Now it will be square. We have the 4 that is here. Minus 4 times 1 is minus 4. Plus, then the 3 would take this one, 3, and multiply with all of these, which is log of 3x will be equal to 0. So this is what we have now. So we now have log of 3x all square minus 4 plus 3 log 3x is equal to 0. That's a new expression that we have. And by having this now, we can now easily try to see something here. Since we have log square of this, we also have log here. But the 3 in front here is going to affect this. So we have to carry this 3 and bring it to be here. It's going to be x to the power cube. So x cube will be here. So we are going to say log of 3x all square minus 4 plus log 3x. This 3 that is here will come here, cube will be equal to 0. Now, we are going to say let log of 3x be equal to y, so that we can easily replace any side we see log 3x, we put but y to make this expression to be very simple. And we can still carry this one here and bring it back here, so that it's very simple of x and 3. So what we have now can be rewritten as y square. So we have y square minus 4 plus, it will bring this one back here. We have 3y, because 3 and x is y. So we have this 3, bring it back here just as it was here. So since log of x and 3 is y, it is now 3y equal to 0. 3y is equal to 0. We now know this one easily. So we have to rewrite in the form of an easy expression. So we can see that we can still say y square plus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0. And we can factorize to get the value of y in this expression. So if we factorize, what we are going to have is, we can say y, and y is like this y square. Then what of this minus what times what is going to give us the plus, which is plus 3y. So we can say minus 1 times 4. Minus 1 times 4, we can say, yes, minus 1 and 4 will give us, that is minus 1 times 4 gives us minus 4. So 4 times y will give us 4 times y minus y. So this like this minus this. So if we look at it, you are going to see that 4 times y, which is 4y, plus y times minus 1 minus y, which is 3y. So it has given us this middle expression, which means that this factor is correct. So the factor y minus 1 and y plus 4 will be the value of y. So y can be y minus 1 and y plus 4. So we are taking it like this, y minus 1 and y plus 4. So this means that y minus 1, it means that y can be equal to 1 if we carry it on, because we say that y minus 1 is equal to 0. This implies that y is equal to 1. So we have the first value of y equal to 1. Or we can use this one here, y plus 4 equal to 0. If we use y plus 4 is equal to 0, this will implies that y will be equal to, we can take this on the other side, minus 4. So y can be 1 and y can be minus 4. Now we know y. It is time for us to get x. But if we want to get x, then we have to say, because we have let before, if we have let, then to get it easily, remember we have let log of 3 of this be equal to y. We are going to bring this back, but the y we already know, and to get the value of x, you see. So we are going to say log of 3 to the x equal to y, and we start to replace. Now log of 3x is equal to y. So we have two values of y. We are going to see all the value. In the case where y is equal to 1, we can say let this be equal to 1, because we say that it is equal to y. But now we know two value of y. Y is equal to 1. Let's rewrite. So we can still say log 3x is equal to 1. So to get x, you know the rule. So 3 raised to the power 1 is equal to x as the rule of log. So the rule states that this raised to this must be equal to this. So which means that x is equal to 3 raised to the power 1 is equal to x. But anything 3 raised to the power 1 is still 3. It means that x is equal to 3. Now let's look the fact that y is minus 4. Now if we say that y is minus 4, we can still say let log of 3x will be equal to minus 4. So it means that x is the same as 3 raised to the power minus 4. So if you calculate that, you're going to have x. So x and y have now been gotten in terms of the expression. And if you want to see more of similar like this, you want to make sure to go ahead to like, subscribe. Anytime we publish a new video, you'll be notified to be the very first to see the update of what we have. See you in the next upload, and bye-bye for now.